Hi there and welcome to this day in history for March 15th. March 15th is the 74th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 75th in leap years, with 291 days remaining to the end of the year.
Today's word is transitory. Transitory is an adjective that means not permanent, brief, of short duration, tending to pass away, not persistent, temporary. The word transitory comes to us from Middle English, Anglo-French before that, and Latin before that. First known use of the word transitory is in the 1300s. Transitory.
And with that, we are going to start with March 15th in the year 44 BC, with the assassination of Julius Caesar. Beware the Ides of March. Julius Caesar was stabbed to death in the Roman Senate House by a group of men led by Marcus Junius Brutus, et tu, Brute, and Gaius Cassius Longinus. This is the birthday of Greek bishop and saint, Saint Nicholas, considered to have been born March 15th in the year 270. Also known as Saint Nicholas of Myra, since that's where he was from, or Saint Nicholas the Wonder Worker. He's the patron saint of sailors, merchants, archers, repentant thieves, prostitutes, children, brewers, pawnbrokers, unmarried people, and students in various cities and countries around Europe. While my source says that very little is actually known of the historical St. Nicholas, the earliest accounts of his life were written centuries after his death, it does mention that St. Nicholas's legendary habit of secret gift-giving gave rise to the traditional model of Santa Claus. According to some of the legends that I've read about him, he does sound like a lovely human being. St. Nicholas lived to the year 343 when he died at the age of 73. This is the birthday of Andrew Jackson, born March 15, 1767. He was the 7th president of the United States, and so far we can still see his face on a $20 bill. He died in 1845 at the age of 78. The American Revolutionary War was tough on everybody. They'd been fighting for independence all this time and hadn't been paid in quite some time, and the pensions they had been promised had not yet been funded. Someone composed an anonymous letter and sent it around suggesting that they needed to do something about it. This event is known as the Newburgh Conspiracy, and on March 15, 1783, George Washington gave an emotional speech asking his officers not to support the Newburgh Conspiracy. His plea was successful, and the threatened coup d'etat was averted. Maine was admitted to the Union on March 15, 1820, as the 23rd state of the Union. This is the birthday of American blues singer-songwriter Lightnin' Hopkins, born March 15, 1912. He developed a real distinctive style of playing the blues. Lightnin' Hopkins died in 1982 at the age of 69. This is the birthday of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, born March 15, 1933. Quite a gal. One of her nicknames was Notorious RBG. She passed away in September of 2020 at the age of 87. On March 15, 1941, Philippine Airlines entered service, making the airline the first and oldest commercial airline in Asia operating under the same name. On March 15, 1990, Mikhail Gorbachev was elected as the first president of the Soviet Union. And that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoyed this series, you could check out the playlist that includes these videos. I'll have a link in the description to that. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include the link to my blog page that will also have all those links. My blog is called No Really. And you can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.